Hi guys, I know that it has been a really long time since I filmed a video, but we've had our fourth massive flood level rain in 6 months, well not even 6 months, since March. So I mean, it's been like 3 and a bit months and we've had 4 floods. It's just ludicrous. And so that hasn't really been all that conducive to filming in the garden, nor to the survival of things in my garden. So it's such a shame that we are heading to Sydney today because it is a beautiful sunny day, and these have been a very, very rare thing, and it would have been lovely to go down to the beach. But part of the reason we haven't made a video in forever, and by we I mean Rafa, he's in the back, he's peeved that he's in the car. Part of the reason we haven't done any videos for a while is because we've been dealing with major dramas. So Rafa was diagnosed with hip dysplasia. He was scheduled to have a massive surgery where they chop his pelvis in half in 2 places on both sides of his pelvis. And I just, like, I'm a physio, and it didn't sit well with me, and in the end we went back and forth to Sydney and had a bunch of second opinions, and he didn't have the surgery, thank God, but I had to prepare for the event that we would have surgery, which meant crate training and all of that sort of thing. I've also had an allergic reaction to something, and was in and out of hospital, and on and off of steroids, and so I'll be on immunosuppressants for a while. So life's just been complicated. The tomato plant that was looking so amazing is now looking just so sad, although it has given me about, I would say, 6 or 7 tomatoes, and my friend's kids came around and ate a few while Mum was watering the garden while I was away, and I'm so proud of that. Like, I know that sounds a bit insane, but I'm so proud, because all my other tomato plants have had like feral fungal diseases and stuff and never really produced anything, because I planted them so that they were coming to full harvest in Australian summer, and they just don't like it. But I've planted it too late, but then I moved in when I moved in. So the channel's going to change a little bit. You might have noticed I changed the name of it last night. I actually can't remember what I changed it to right now. But basically what I'm wanting to do is not have it just be garden stuff. I want to do my cooking and all of that sort of stuff as well. So kind of a homesteading vibe, because I'm hoping we can find something that we can kind of do a mini version of a homestead, to have a homestead and still be within striking distance of Sydney. Is going to be well outside of my budgetary limitations, shall we say, especially because of the housing cost in Australia. But hopefully you guys will find these changes to the channel really interesting. So we've got still another hour and 45 minutes to go until we get to Sydney. So Raffy Steffi will be very happy to see Marley Sue by the time we get there. Hey, Bubba. Good boy. Come on, everybody outside. We don't want to sleep over in the woods. Come on, my love. Oh, everybody's so happy. Planted some seedlings that I grew from seed at my mum's house, and look at how beautiful this lettuce is. My lettuce looks like trash, and her onions have like held it together. My onions are a complete shambles and have mostly died. And she's even got a marigold blooming and some amazing looking carrots, a lemongrass. I was pretty sure this was a tomato, but this doesn't look anything like a tomato. So maybe we're just looking after a weed. But my mum's cabbage, which I planted at the same time as my cabbage, is already forming these beautiful heads, and it's doing so much better than mine. You two crazy town. Then these are all carrots, and I planted these relatively recently. So this is a pot my mum bought, and I was like, I don't know about the quality of that. and it seems to have not held up to the rigors of a flood. But I reckon these are salvageable. They're just, I think she said they got root rot because it wasn't draining properly, and I did suggest that she drill a hole in the bottom of it, but we might have to see if we can salvage this while they're away. But I think the poor little silver beets might be gone skis. They look really sad. Marley Sue's getting tired now, so I'll probably stop this play in a second. But she's doing so much better since the last, 4 to 6 weeks. She was deteriorating rapidly from Christmas time onwards, and I might actually stop this and I'll finish the story later. So anyway, there is no way Marley Sue would have been playing like this. You know, a couple of weeks ago I started giving her raw food and some supplements, and I took her to the physio in Sydney, and we've been doing some physio exercises for her because she's got hip dysplasia as well, and she was hit by a car years ago, so she's got some, you can see those twisty back legs. But the raw food has made such a big difference, and we also put her on Antanol, and green lip muscle powder and some other things I've ordered for her, and she's, like, I know she's knackered now because she's had a wrestle, but she's running, she's jumping, she's having so much more fun, and she's actually lost a little bit of weight because she's more mobile. But I better stop this again so she can have a bit more of a break. I thought these would be good, seeing they're on the floor, to check, and maybe we can take them home and dehydrate them. Oh man, this one's got a hole in it. We'll return that to the possums and deal with it later. A few limes as well. We'll pick those up, add them to the dehydrating collection to try and increase our food security. There's a couple of great ones on the tree too. It's not that I use a lot of lemons and limes. It's just that, you know, when you need them, they're never available. And at least this way, if we can make some space in the freezer, I can juice them and I can dehydrate skins and save that. And that way I'm increasing our food security and making sure that I have something on standby when needed.